Just a couple miles off the interstate in Ocala, a grassy field, a red barn, and behind that, what the employees call another world. The Canyons is a zipline company. It takes their customers on a tour of the local canyons by flying on a zipline.
It was mined back in the 1920s, got blown out with dynamite, so it looks really natural, looks really realistic. So the cliff faces and walls are a lot more jagged and look a lot more natural, not like Florida. That's why we like it.
But now, a new study could be scaring people away, concerned for their safety. According to the American Journal of Medicine, in 2012, more than 3,600 people were treated in emergency rooms for injuries related to ziplining, a statistic equaling 10 people per day. The study found many of these injuries happened because people tried to create their own zip lines at home.
I can see how it could be very fun, but also could be very dangerous as far as people don't really take into consideration a lot of things. I know it's definitely not anything new. Even as a kid, I had zip lines growing up. They're a blast, but you just got to be careful with them.
Professionals recommend those seeking an adrenaline rush, research, and find a company that meets industry standards and has a well-trained staff. It's something the Canyons prides itself on, providing a fun but safe atmosphere for all of their adventurers.
So first things first, does anybody have any medical conditions that I need to be aware of? Like
After being questioned about medical problems and signing a release form, guests are required to train on what the guides call bunny slopes or beginner zip lines to get them used to zip lining. But it's more than training. Paying attention to the first clip to the final departure.
Anything above about 3 feet. You guys are always secured in at some point. We never have you unclipped, so there is no chance of anybody actually falling.
With 2 record-holding zip lines that push the limits of the activity, safety is the top priority. One of those records is the Super Zip, which runs from the top of the canyon behind me across the lake to the platform at the bottom of the canyon. At 1,600 feet, this makes it the fastest, longest, and highest zip line in the state of Florida. This means people zipline the distance of about 5.5 football fields.
The instructors were really good about keeping us harnessed onto everything all the time, and they had really good personalities and kept us excited about it.
But in the event an accident did happen, there are special guidelines to follow.
Well, all of our guides are highly trained for it. A lot of them actually are EMTs or firefighters, that kind of thing. So a lot of them, they do have to do the CPR training, that kind of stuff before they even get hired.
Throwing your feet into the air, gliding over a calm lake, and having your breath taken away. It's an experience many have described as truly remarkable, but only if you've made sure to be safe. Paige Andringa, WUFT News.